Well, hello and welcome to the Spens Arena in Novi Sad in the north of Serbia in day 2 in the 2012 Men's European Handball Championships. And what a match we have in store for you today. Groups C and D get underway and we're about to bring you France against Spain. France, the current European, World and Olympic champions, up against the bronze medalists from the World Championships last year and also the Olympic Games in 2008. Spain, these two teams have always been very neck and neck, very close. At the last World Championship, Spain, the only team to take points off France. It was a 28-all draw in the main round. And indeed, the year before that at the European Championships in Austria, these two teams also battled out a draw. And this could be absolutely crucial in what is, without a shadow of a doubt, the toughest group at these European Championships. When the draw happened, well, pretty much every top seed in every one of those 4 pots seemed to come out into this group. It's France, it's Spain, but it's also Russia and Hungary. What a lineup, and only 3 teams to go through to the main round. One of them is going to miss out. First up then, France against Spain. Later on, Russia will battle it out with Hungary. Every single match is important because other than the results of the team that goes out of the competition, the results of the teams that go through to the main round with you, the 3 teams that go through, you take those points with you. And it's absolutely crucial that you get it right here. They will be merging with Group D, which also gets underway today in Versace. There's confirmation then of this Group C. Group D will have Croatia, Norway, Iceland and Slovenia battling it out for their 3 spots in the main round. Referees for today are from Romania, Sorin Laurentiudinu. Well, the anthems first with France. Well, a very focused-looking French trainer there, Claude Onesta, and now we shall have the national anthem of Spain. So the anthem's over, and now place for business, and this real clash of the titans. Just to confirm, incidentally, the caption on screen was wrong. The referees for the match are from Romania, Sorin Laurentiudinu, the taller one of the 2 on the left-hand side in the back of the picture, and Constantin Din. Well, it's quite a way to start, the top 2 seeds in the group, and for France, well, they line up with a couple of injuries. Samuel Honrubia won't be here, unfortunately, but the good news is that the 2 injury worries they had with Guigou and Acombre. They are both better and they're lining up here, but Karabatic will be the one that everyone's looking at. The French playmaker, of course, born in Serbia, in Niš, World Player of the Year in 2007. If he's on song, then everything goes well for France. And here he is, 27 years of age, 762 goals in 178 internationals. He's a legend. And of course, surrounded by huge talent, and Omeyer in goal would be absolutely critical. For Spain, well, no injury worries for them. They do line up, though, without Arpad Sterbik, the newly naturalized, former Serb, now Spanish. He's injured, so it'll be Hombrados and Sierra, but they had that last year, or 2 years ago, rather, at the European Championship, so it's not a huge pull on them. That's Raúl Entre Rios, one of two of the brothers in the team, the playmaker. 295 goals in 138 appearances. They will be relying on him to drive the attack forwards, but they have very, very strong wingers. Claude Onesta, coach of the French team since the World Championships in 2001, well, looks deep in thought there, and there's his counterpart, Rivera Lopez Valero, who took over from Juan Carlos Pastor. Done a great job with them. Bronze medal at the World Championships last year in Sweden, and of course bronze at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. There is Thierry Omeyer, the French goalkeeper, 258 caps. He plays for Kiel in the German Bundesliga. And that is Abalo, who will be well known to his opponents today. He plays for Atletico Madrid, the right winger, very flamboyant. And there is José Hombrados, captain of the Spanish team, 39 years of age. And so it's France in the all-blue strip who throw off, playing from right to left. Spain in the all-white with the red flash on the shoulders. And quite a few of the French players have played their club handball in Spain. Fernandez amongst them, although he's now back in Toulouse, the French captain, number 2 at left back at the bottom of the picture. Karabatic in the centre. He's got space but hesitated. Quick first shot taken, well blocked by the Spaniards, and it's a corner throw-in for France. A block coming from Eduardo Gurbindo, 24-year-old from Valladolid. France who had a big injury scare early on with Acombre, one of their new up-and-coming back players. Just 26 caps, but already 91 goals. But the good news is he is fit again. Karabatic has drifted right over to the left-hand side. Karabatic, who was born in Niš, not far from here. Well, as if to underline his status, Karabatic gets France off the mark with a wonderful long-range effort. Hombrados barely moved, reacted far too late. These two teams have drawn their last encounters in major competitions at the Worlds and the Olympics. And for France at the front there of the defence, Didier Dinard, number 3. The key defender, doesn't play in attack. His main role is to soak up the pressure and organise everybody in the middle. Long-range shot comes in, nice goal. Omeyer doesn't even move as Alberto Entre Rios gets Spain off the mark, the older of the two brothers. 1-1. Karabatic thinks about it, goes through, great save by Hombrados. The ball is loose, Spain bring it out. Long pass down, superb. And Spain go 2-1 up. Nice fast break. Scored by Guardiola. But this was the pass that made it all work. Moros, the Barcelona back player, finding Guardiola with the long range. Getting stuck in there, Fernandez. Into the line. Play on, say the referees. Nothing given for Barrachet. And Spain come away. Good start by them at the moment, soaking up the pressure. Barrachet, relative newcomer in the French team. As a substitution is made, Fernandez goes off. Dinard comes back in again, and meanwhile Spain making substitutions as well, with Aguinagalde going in on the line. Not being used initially, and that needed to be released quickly into the wing, but it wasn't. Barrachet managing to kill the action. Barrachet just 23 years of age with the headband on the far side. Abalo on the outside. second line player goes in for Spain. Gurbindo is there. Couldn't quite control the ball, but García Parrondo is fouled on the way in. He's got a free throw. Pushing out well, Dinard. No one on the line behind to help, and it's another free throw. Bertrand Gilles, one of two brothers on the French side. His brother Guillaume Gilles is the playmaker, not on court just now. Dinard has stolen the ball. France on the attack now, and the referee certainly allowing plenty of physicality in defence, if I can put it that way. Barrachet, Fernandez. Well, they let him go. He looked for the line. The option simply wasn't open, and in the end he just went round and made space for himself. There he goes, dummies the pass, and as the defender just sucked in, I think it was Cañelas, shifted a little bit to his right to cover the pass to the line, and it was just enough to encourage the French captain to go to the centre. 2-2. All the way through. Nice, strong effort. Cañelas making up for that earlier mistake. Spain keep the initiative, but not for long. Abalo. And it's going thick and fast here. Beats Hombrados. And we've had 6 goals inside the opening 5 minutes. Hombrados plays for Atletico Madrid, formerly Ciudad Real. He's a veteran of 4 World Championships, 3 European Championships and 2 Olympics. One of the most experienced goalkeepers in the business. Together with the man at this end, though, Omeyer, who's beaten on this occasion, though. Once more by Cañelas. So Ugalde giving away the free throw. France taking their time over this at the moment. Spain are defending quite deep. It's pretty much a 3-3 because the number 2 defenders are staying out and not dropping back in. Bertrand Gilles staying wide at the moment to create a little bit of space at the back. Trying to look for Gilles, I think, but instead Abalo had to come around and collect the loose ball. He's tried to put it away and it's intercepted at Abalo. Caught it with his foot. It's going to be a free throw. Fernandez colliding with García Parrondo. Well, was that accidental, I wonder? He's got himself a yellow card. Nearly got it back. They said caught his foot. I don't think so. Tough call, though, but I think the referees were right to give a yellow card to Fernandez. I think there was a little bit of brinkmanship in that trip. So France defending 5-1 at the moment. Bertrand Gilles at the front of the defence. Spaniards respond by bringing in a winger in on the line. Aguinagalde waiting to drop back in. Alongside Ugalde. And it's all ticking for Spain at the moment. Entre Rios. Right into the far corner. 5-3. And remember, the points from these matches for the teams that go through to the main round, they carried forward not only the points but also the goal difference. Guardiola once more in the centre of it all here in defence. Obviously tasked with sorting out Karabatic, a little slap across the upper chest and then lets him go. At the moment, Onesta not looking too worried. Early days yet here in this opening match in Group C of these Euro 2012s. Giving the ball away. They're trying to force the line too much. Moros is away and scores comfortably, and France is struggling here. 3 goals without reply. They're just not finding solutions to break through. And I wonder if maybe they're going to have to start thinking a little bit bigger and bring on Narcisse into the left-back position and move Fernandez across on the far side. Or maybe even Acambre at left-back. They may not want to risk them too early on. Neither of the Karabatic fouled. It's going to be a free throw for France. It may be that Onesta doesn't want to risk Acambre too early in these championships unless he has to, having only just recovered from injury. They played in the 2 friendlies that France had against Norway last week when they beat France twice. Fernandez pulls one back. Second goal for the French captain. 4-6 still the deficit, though Spain are leading here. Juan Cañelas, the 25-year-old from Atletico Madrid, is the playmaker. At right back they've got Gurbindo from Valladolid. Left back, Entre Rios, the cannon. And Karabatic is now at the front of the defence as Gilles has dropped back a little. Tries to go through, looks for the wing. It's gone out of play instead, and France will have possession. Well, again, was that a bit of brinkmanship as the ball is knocked away? Abalo smiles, and of course many of his teammates facing him here today. Abalo, who plays for Atletico Madrid, together with Didier Dinard, the French central defender. And they have, amongst others, Hombrados, Alberto, Entre Rios, Aguinagalde, García Parondo, Cañelas. All of them play with them for Atletico Madrid. And Karabatic, well, once you let him get inside the 9-metre area, you've got to watch him like a hawk. And it was a bit casual here. Moros came across but didn't really do anything. And he just helps himself to his second goal of the game, and they're within 1 now. But at the moment, the Spanish shooting exemplary, 100% record, 6 from 6. France on 63% on the other hand. Great pass in, that's got to be a penalty. Defending inside the area. Nice little pass into the line, but where was the defence in the first place? Abalo and Dinard between them, conceding the 7-metre throw. Well, Abalo, a spectacular player, scores from just about any angle, it seems. Romero steps up to take it. And it's saved by Omeyer. He has to drop back into his goal. He's not sure where the ball is. Great save of Romero, the only player in the Spanish team who doesn't play his club handball in his homeland. He's in Germany playing for Fuchs Berlin. So 10 minutes played in this clash of the Titans in Group C. Day 2 of Euro 2012, and it's 6-5 to Spain at the moment. Bertrand Gilles tries to release Barachet. Fernandez is in the centre now. He's free, but releases Barachet. Thinks about it a little too long, eventually takes a shot, but it's a very weak effort. He's breaking it down slightly, Barachet, at the moment. He hasn't got the pace for moving the ball around. Aguinagalde and Cañelas coming back into the attack, not being used in defence at the moment. Long range effort coming, superb. It's almost telegraphed, but he's so difficult to stop, and Alberto Entre Rios gets his 3rd goal. Well, they've given away possession cheaply at the other end and paid straight away. Ugalde. Look at this, handed the ball, and they've done it a couple of times trying to pass into the line, and it's looking a bit untidy. Well, Valero is happy with that. And a 3-goal lead now for Spain all of a sudden. 5-6 for France has become 5-8. It's interesting that coming into this match, Guigou was quoted as saying, "I really don't feel that we are firing on all cylinders here." And he may well be right. We've had just a quick break for, I think, some mopping rather than anything else, and France resume then with that 3-goal deficit. Guigou tries to look for the ball into the line. It's come off the foot of a defender, probably Guardiola, and France have a free throw. Karabatic, oh, so much space. Could hardly miss, really, Barachet, big angle for the shot. Clever play by Abalo, who ran in and drew the defender. You can see how the defender then tries to reverse his way back out again, but it was too late. First goal for Barachet, the Chambéry back player. 33 caps. He was at the World Championships last year and the European Championships 2 years ago, which is really when he made his entrance into the French team. Ball's intercepted. Quick pass out. Karabatic back to Guigou. The Spaniards back in defence very quickly. Well played by them to kill off a chance of a fast break for France. Karabatic thinks about charging in. Doesn't in the end, as Fernandez comes into the attack. Abalo pushes to go through the centre, taking two defenders in with him, and we're going to have a yellow card. Oh, it's a 2-minute suspension. Well, any holding around neck height will get you sent off. Let's have a look and see if that was the case. And it is. It doesn't have to be long, but he just grabbed him briefly around the neck and across the front, and that's a 2-minute suspension for Ugalde. And that may help the French cause here to try and close this gap. Certainly at the moment, the Spaniards looking better organised. The wingers go really deep now and try and stretch the Spanish defence as much as they can. Deflected out by defender. That will be a throw-in for France. Karabatic, attacking foul, ran straight into the defender. Play by Guardiola. Stood his ground, moved up a bit and then waited for the impact. And so Spain happy to have possession whilst they're short-handed. They'll come up nice and slow, and they'll be looking for the free throws as well. Meanwhile, over on the far side, Entre Rios is getting a little bit of personal care from Abalo, who's following him like a shadow everywhere. Quick switch around, Barachet manages to hold him on the way around. Gets a friendly warning from the Romanian referees. Entre Rios. Oh! Well, Omeyer uncharacteristically reacting very late there. I think it may well have come off. Canellas, oh, the deflection, how unlucky. But Fernandez will take them all. Third goal for him. Just knocked back the other way after Hombrados appeared to have it covered. I think Moros getting in the way. So Spain are still short-handed, but not for very much longer. They've done well. They've weathered the storm. 1 goal apiece so far. Canellas waiting for his chance there, and that won't be anything more than a free throw. Didier Dinard simply being sat on by Aguinagalde. The line player started dropping back before he'd even received the ball. Look at him, here he goes, starts going backwards and then grabs the ball. Was never looking for the shot. Didier Dinard, hugely experienced, 347 caps for France. 3 times world champion, Olympic champion and twice European champion. Spain have covered it and France will have to drop back again. So midway through the first half, Spain leading France 9-7 in the top of the table clash. Well, it's too early to say that, of course. This is the opening game, but these are the top 2 seeds in this group, and a fascinating encounter. Neither team really looking fully up to speed at this particular stage. It's early days and they've got to wind up to these things. So Spain are going to change the playmaker. Daniel Sarmiento, the 28-year-old Barcelona playmaker, comes in now, replacing Canellas. Gurbindo still at right back. Sarmiento, very quick playmaker. He'll look to drive through the middle, and meanwhile Raúl Entre Rios, the younger of the two brothers, has taken over at left back. Inside the area, French ball. Look to take it quickly. Abalo's away. Looks for his options. Nothing given, say the referees. He hung in the air forever to try and pick his spot, but that was a little bit wasteful by the French winger. Resumes at the front of his defence. Good block by Bertrand Gilles, holding his own at the front of the defence. Bertrand Gilles, another high scorer, but so many of the French team are. 761 goals in 247 appearances. Trying to push wide. No way through there. Slow build up then at the moment. Sarmiento's drifted off to the left-hand side while Raúl Entre Ríos is in the centre. Again, France concede the free throw. Defence beginning to work a little bit better for France, but still suspect with the long-range shots. And Omeyer not quite up to scratch in goal just yet. Ramping himself up. That was a good save, though. Karabatic, Fernandez, Barachet. Oh, slap on the arm. You could hear that all round the hall. Guardiola, the San Antonio line player, catching Karabatic. Looking for the top left-hand corner by the looks of it, and Hombrados coming across to cover it. 8,000 spectators in this Spens Arena in Novi Sad in the north of Serbia, host to this Group C. It will also be the venue for the main round. Into the wing, oh, superb! Well, Abalo waited until Hombrados committed himself, lifts his leg, and just bounced the ball in underneath. Relatively easy job for the French winger by his standards, but Barachet bought him the time by sucking in the defence and then feeding the ball out very quickly. And he gave Abalo that little extra yard to take off for his shot, and just one goal in it now. So Spain with a 3-goal lead at one point. It's back to 1. There's Tomas, the back of the Barcelona winger, 26 years of age, and a change for Spain now at right back. Jorge Maqueda has come in, 26 years of age, plays for Aragon, was with them at the World Championships. And Entre Ríos has a little look at goal and then decides not to shoot. Ironically, the younger, the two brothers, Raúl Entre Ríos has the bragging rights, plays for Barcelona, while Alberto Entre Ríos plays for Atletico Madrid, two big rivals, but at the moment it's Barcelona who topped the table and who won the league last year, and of course the Champions League. The year before, it was his older brother who had the bragging rights. That's an attacking foul. Didier Dinard, great defence, moved up very quickly and got in the path of Maqueda as he was trying to come in. Well, France still haven't quite charged up the back as far as I can see at the moment. Not to take anything away from Barachet. Oh, off the post. Not sure if Hombrados got a foot to it. Meanwhile, Spain trying to come in on phase 2 attack. Didier Dinard comes in. There's a big angle for the wing. Beautifully taken by Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia, 34 years of age, plays for Barcelona, another one of the huge experienced players, coming up to 200 caps. He's one of 4 players in the Spanish team who won the World Championships in 2005. Pinnacle of Spanish handball achievement. Karabatic fumbles the ball in their away game. And this is just like before. France get back in the game, and then a couple of silly mistakes, and they get hit on the break. And Spain really getting into the fast breaks well. There's Sierra. Stands up to congratulate Garcia's consecutive back-to-back goals here to restore a 3-goal lead for Spain. And it just goes to show the slightest lapse of attention in this game is instantly punished by the other team. Into the wing, cut out Fernandez. Saved though by Hombrados. Put it straight into him, and maybe Guigou there showing slightly his lack of match fitness. Karabatic's pass goes out of play, and it's just not clicking at the back for France at the moment. But Guigou, coming back to him, has been out for a lot of this season with injury. It's not been the greatest preparation. So 20 minutes played in the first half. Spain are leading the defending champions 11-8 here in Novi Sad. Nice little build-up. Sarmiento shifted to the left-hand side, finds the line. Has he? No, he hasn't. It's been intercepted by Dinard. Abalo pushed out of play, it would appear. Or was it just touched out of play by Entre Rios for a throw-in? No, it's taken as a free throw. Fernandez trying to find the wing very quickly, but there was actually no one there. And Guigou being substituted out, and Arnaud Bingo, 24-year-old from Tremblay, comes in his place. Well, he doesn't take long to get into action, but overdoes it on the lob, hits the top side of the bar. Bingo, the newest member of the French team, 20 caps, 22 goals. And Hombrados, plenty to smile about so far. %85% success rate on their shooting, Spain at the moment. Compare that to France's 50. It's pretty poor, and that's beautiful. Thomas. And once more the wingers are doing the damage. Quick play. Team timeout has been called by France. Not entirely surprising as they trail by 4. Well, France are looking very frail at the back. It's interesting, and you do wonder whether there are injury issues to concern them, that they haven't changed the back line up at all. They've got two very strong players. They could bring it if they want to. Acamblé and Narcisse are still sitting there waiting to make an entrance. They could bring maybe a little bit more long-range firepower, especially Narcisse. Not choosing to do it at the moment. Guigou looking out of sorts on the left wing despite coming back from injury, but that may be the problem. Lack of match practice. Bingo has come in. They had hoped to have Honrubia on the left wing, who's in terrific form for Montpellier, but his injury, I'm afraid, just didn't clear itself in time. For Rivera Valero, though, Spain are doing well at the moment. They're defending solidly. When the French are breaking through, their shooting isn't up to scratch. And Hombrados is mopping up any poor shooting. And in attack, their long-range shooting certainly is on target, but it's their wingers who are having a good time at the moment. Garcia and Thomas scoring the last 3 goals for Spain. Well, there is the Spanish captain, 39 years of age, but hasn't lost any of his enthusiasm. Barufet, of course, retired after the World Championships in 2009. Then Arpad Sterbik, Serbian goalkeeper. Was naturalised Spanish. He's played for Spain now, but an injury for him meant that he couldn't come in. So Hombrados is joined by Jose Sierra as the other goalkeeper on the bench, the goalkeeper from Valladolid. So a few instructions being bellowed out as we just wait to get things underway. Let's have a quick look and see. So a few changes. Karabatic moves to the left-back position while Narcisse comes into the centre, and I think that's a good call. He's got the long-range shot to suck the defence out. Now he switches into the left back. Oh, superb! Well, Narcisse looked as if a cannonball was about to depart, and it didn't. Instead, the ball, as he brought his arm down, dropped down into the path of Karabatic, who, with a little deft flick of the wrist, lobs Hombrados and shows that it's not all about firepower and brute force. He's got the subtlety as well, but still, Spain lead by 3. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Free throw for Spain. Narcisse thought he was on his way. Raúl Entre Rios takes his position back at the left back. Sarmiento, the playmaker. Maqueda still here at right back. It'll be a free throw, giving a bit of a break to Gurbindo. Maqueda just not able to break away. Windmill feint to come over the top of Karabatic, but French defence really deep at the moment. Narcisse, long way out, and that's got to be a penalty, defending inside the area. The foul on Julen Aguinagalde, the 29-year-old Atletico Madrid line player. It's an easy decision, I think, for the referees. There he is standing inside. So can Omeyer save a second penalty? This time he's up against Juan Garcia, the Barcelona winger. Moves a long way up. Omeyer saves it again. Oh, the referee says he picked the ball up inside the area. And the crowd aren't too happy with that, and the French aren't too happy. So there's the save. The ball comes back. It's well outside. Poor decision by the referees. And Spain benefit from that reprieve on the penalty, courtesy of Raúl Entre Ríos. The wrong call by the referees, but it is tough. They don't have the benefit, of course, of slow motion camera. And the Spaniards have switched from the earlier, nevertheless deep defence, but 6-0 to a 5-1 defence now. And this is always a problematic defence, and it's García Parrondo who's moved up to the front of the defence. French trailing by 4, and it's a good lead for Spain. It does really keep the pressure on France. Narcís. Well, what a cannonball. He's got one of the hardest shots in the business, in fairness. No goalkeeper likes to be on the receiving end there, and it's not for nothing. As he hangs in the air to take his shot, that his nickname is Mr. Air France. Can get incredible height, but just hangs there forever. 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 3-goal lead for Spain. France also defending 5-1, although Dinard happy to come up. He has to come up early to try and block the path in for Entre Ríos. And they've given away the free throw. A little bit of help from the shirt. That's just gone wide. So Omeyer goes to collect the ball. Moros's shot somewhat wayward. So now Fernandez has shifted over to the right back position. And this is what I would have expected to see as a starting lineup for France, with the possible exception of Acambray. Attacking foul again against Karabatic, running into the defender. He says, I released the ball before the contact. He didn't. Good call by the referees. Moros goes off. It'll be a switch for the defence, and into his place comes Aguinagalde. Tall player, 110 kilos. Goes into the attack. Second line player goes in. Makeda is in there as well, trying to flatten the defence and make some space. We've got a 2-minute suspension for bingo. So France will be short-handed. Let's see why. And there it is, similar to the sending off for Ugalde earlier, right round the neck. And Bingo maybe showing slightly his lack of experience in that respect. And with the extra space now in amongst the defence, Makeda can break through comfortably and restores a 4-goal lead for Spain. So France have got to build up now, short-handed, and they've chosen to take off the left wing, instead playing with 3 back players and 1 right wing. And Fernandez, left-handed, breaks through. His right arm's being held, so he just shoots left-handed. Saw the gap, and the French captain gets his 4th goal. And even short-handed, Guillaume Gilles stands on the bench. Entre Ríos. Makeda switches back again, surely runs straight into the defender. And Karabatic amongst the first to complain and say, well, I've been pulled up twice, that's surely the same as I did. And let's have a look and see. And it is. That's an attacking foul in my book. He launches himself into Narcís. And at the moment, the French not getting the rub here from the Romanian referees. Just the way it is. And with the extra player, Spain pushed right up and individually mark Karabatic. Bertrand Gilles is going to have to come out and help. Tries to do it by running around behind the defence to pull the defenders back in again. Fernandez. Ball's loose, picked up again. Quick fast break. Oh, lovely pick up. Superbly taken by Spain, and Thomas scores his 2nd goal. Great team effort. That was a lovely quick first time ball out. The Garcia put the ball straight across to his fellow winger Thomas coming in from the other side. France though back to full strength, and it's Guigou who's now replaced Bingo on the left wing. He's at his break. Back to official duties again now. Nearly too many steps there by the looks of it for Narcisse. Has got to watch himself. Abalo teasing the defence. Still this 5-1 defence. Bertrand Gilles comes out to help instead. Karabatic looks to the line. Oh, superb! Bertrand Gilles took off almost before the ball reached him to take that shot. Oh, and it's warming up here. Both teams are getting into their strides. Really improving. Aguinagalde once more resumes position in amongst the defence. Makeda cuts back towards the centre. French are trying to make it awkward by cutting in between. Oh, flatten the defence, superb. But the shot wayward, unfortunately, by Raúl Entre Ríos, the 30-year-old from Barcelona. And Spain's shooting slightly going down now from a 6 from 6 early on, and then still maintaining 83%. It's now at 75%. France slowly improving, but they did start very low with a lot of missed shots early on. 57% success for them. Bertrand Gilles. Fernandez has to release himself, and that's an attacking foul again against the French captain. We're into the last minute before the half-time break. Makeda ran straight into Karabatic, who's gone down heavily, and the referees blow the whistle so that the French back player can get some attention. Here is the clash. Hopefully it's nothing too serious for the emblematic back player for France. So play resumes then. 45 seconds for France to try and pull one back. They trail by 3 here against World Championship and Olympic game bronze medalist Spain. This 5-1 defence working reasonably well, but France are finding solutions, especially on the far side. Karabatic hands off to Abalo. Abalo, well, his delay proved costly. Oh, the arm taken as he went to shoot, and that's got to be a sanction of some kind. Moros went up. Look at this again. He's pulled initially, and he just falls on him, basically. And Guillaume Gilles not looking too happy about that on the French bench. Ouais, qu'est-ce que c'est ça, hein? So yellow card for Moros, and France have 9 seconds. Barachen Bingo, the newcomers on the French bench there, looking on anxiously. 4 seconds. Here comes a Narcisse shot. Penalty. Well, the buzzer is only just going off now. The clock seemed to be slightly ahead of the buzzer in the hall, and a chance from a 7-metre there. No doubt about that, as Bertrand Gilles' arm taken right on the 6-metre line. So who will take it? Will it be Guigou? Or will Abalo decide? Well, it is Guigou. No mistake from the French winger. And so right on the buzzer, France closed the gap to within 2 after Spain at one point had led by 4 and looked to be running away with it, with a few mistakes from the French team. But France have had to dig deep. There he is, Guigou, who had a bit of a break while Bingo came on. He struggled defensively, Bingo. And when he got his 2-minute suspension, it was a signal for France to send him back on again. France 13, then Spain 15 at the break here in this opening match in Group C. For the moment at least, Spain go into the changing rooms with a narrow lead and a psychological advantage against the defending champions. It's hard to say that France are the main favourites here, because they are, together with, it has to be said, the likes of Denmark, Spain as well, and some would even say Serbia and Sweden are in the mix. 56% success rate on Spain, 46% for France. Fast breaks are mostly coming from the Spanish side, 4 from 4. France have only had 1 fast break so far. Karabatic top scoring in the game with 4, while Cañelas, Entre Ríos and Karabatic are all on 3 goals. And this is the progression of the shooting. Fairly well going for Spain, although they died off a little bit in the middle. You can see there, France also scoring fairly slowly. This is where the goals are coming from. Mostly over on the right-hand side, nothing from left back and left wing at the moment. whilst for Spain it's fairly well scattered across the full court at the moment. So at half-time, Spain are leading 15-13 here in Novi Sad. We'll take a short break. Join us again in just a few moments for the second half. We'll see you then.